staying with us here on STL Live. We're back with Rachna, Goel, and Sonalee, Ravi from the Jane Doe Advocacy Center. I want to talk about, every day there's something clearly in the news connected to sexual violence, domestic abuse. There are organizations in St. Louis, but not one that really provides the services that you do. And I want people to know more about what it is that you provide to the community. Will you just explain a bit more about that?
Sure. So the real philosophy at Jane Doe is that the legal system is there to protect people. But we have this gap in that the legal system, for lack of a better word, it talks in legalese, and it's really hard to understand sometimes. So you need a lawyer to help bridge that gap. But especially in the aftermath of abuse, not everybody has the resources saved up to actually access a lawyer to help them navigate the legal system in the aftermath of abuse. So Jane Doe is there to help bridge that gap. We are there to provide survivors with access to a lawyer regardless of their age, regardless of their sex, their gender, their income level, any of those demographic factors, to make sure that they can really access the protections of the justice system that they've been guaranteed.
What are some of the statistics? I mean, I know that, I think when we've talked before, 1 in 3 individuals, or is it women, will be sexually assaulted at some time in their life. Is that it? Or
the most recent numbers actually are that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 6 men will experience sexual abuse at some point in their lives, and that 1 in 4 children will experience sexual abuse before they turn 18. So it is more than just, that doesn't feel like a statistic to me. It is, it's a real public health concern at this point because it is so widespread.
And it's a living reality, and I think when this happens, people first have to deal with the emotional trauma of it happening and the physical trauma.
Correct.
But then the legal side of it, people are generally probably left in the dark. I mean, how do people come to you? How do people find you?
Well, people find us honestly through word of mouth. They learn about us through friends, through family members, through their counselors, through their physicians, through anybody who knows about our services. They send referrals over to Jane Doe. And honestly, we've gotten some from places we never even anticipated. We've had some people who came to us because they heard about us from the police department. Some people who heard about us from publicity events, from things about our fundraising events and things like that come up. So there's really no telling when you're going to come across a survivor who needs help. So we just say, talk about it as much as possible.
And let's tie in, you're on the board, Sonalee, and so, how important, when you're trying to get out there in the community, get other board members involved, get sponsors even for your fundraisers, what is kind of the message that you say to them about the importance of what Jane Doe does?
I think the fact that because sexual violence is kind of this hidden epidemic, and the fact that you probably know somebody or lots of people who have experienced it, but they don't really talk about it, and it's kind of hidden until they realize that that's not the way that life has to be, and there are solutions. And that's when they're ready and they realize that they want a solution, Jane Doe is there for them.
Okay, and I want to tie in, obviously, an important fundraiser is the one that we've been talking about, the one coming up on October 31st. You wanted to add something about the tables, because that, again, is a direct tie to the money raised from buying a table. Clarify.
So we want people to buy tables so that they can experience the event with a group of people and with their friends. But also the table has a special significance in that the money raised from each of the tables goes directly to our services and can provide legal services for 2 adults or 1 child in the aftermath of sexual violence.
Wow. So it's put together that way, so it's by a table, this is exactly where it's going to. Do you find that it's important to make that connection? Because your services, are they totally pro bono, or they're on a sliding scale, is that correct?
They're on a sliding scale, but it really kind of ranges all across the board in terms of who needs legal help. But yeah, we structured our tables that way because then donors who do make that donation and purchase a table, we keep them in the loop by sending them an email every month with a story of a survivor that they helped that month. So they get that immediate connection by knowing that when you buy a table, you're helping 2 adults, you're helping 1 child right here in the St. Louis area, and then throughout the year we'll keep you posted with those stories so that you can see exactly where that money is going.
That's wonderful. That's really great, and such an important service that you're providing. Well, we've got the information for you on the screen. You should go check it out. You can buy a table, bring your friends, you can buy a single ticket, but go to support a wonderful organization. It's the Justice Gala, the Murder Mystery Mock Trial Dinner, taking place on Saturday, October 31st at 6 p.m. at the Mahler Ballroom in the Central West End, and it's all to go to, I wouldn't say all the proceeds, but it's a fundraiser for the Jane Doe Advocacy Center. For more information, go to justicegala.com. Well, thank you again for being here, and good luck
for having us.
Good luck with the gala, with the murder mystery.
Thank you.
All right. Well, when we return on STL Live, we'll chat with Kurt Scobie from NWIP, and we'll explain more about what that is, so we'll be right back after this break.